So what's going on, everyone? Today is the 12th of November, 2020. Here to talk about SoFi because we might be seeing insiders, the one who work inside SoFi, selling their stock into the market. Now, the chart will actually tell us that. If it wasn't the insiders in SoFi, then it was definitely someone else selling their position out in SoFi stock. Why would I say that? Well, the chart actually tells us that that is precisely what happened right here. Okay, let me show you. Right here on this day, November the 3rd, and then again on November the 6th. Now let's break this down. One reason as to how we can tell that someone was selling their position out in SoFi is the indicators of weakness that was created. We saw the F fake and the push to go down bar created on one day, right here, November the 6th. That automatically told you that the majority of the transactions that occurred into the market were people trying to offload their positions. There wasn't enough demand to absorb whoever was selling their positions out. There wasn't. That's one reason. The second reason should not come as no surprise because we've already identified that SoFi was doing what? It was in a downtrend, right? Look at this. Every time the market came up here to this downtrend line, what happened to the price? It gets hit and it comes back down. That's what happened on November the 6th. Not rocket science. Okay. Now, given that that's the current price action into the market of SoFi, you may automatically think, well, shoot, that's cool. Then the price is going to go down. Let me go ahead and put in a short. You might want to pump the brakes on that because look at what happened here. Okay. We've already established these ideas to where we're suspecting there's going to be sellers and where there's going to be an increase in buyers. We saw and anticipated that this downtrend line would represent sellers, all right? And it has proven that that is a fact because every time the price hits this line, it goes down. Selling increases. Well, if we know where the sellers are, then we also identify where the buyers are. Right here at $6.50. We've already identified which side of the market is actually controlling the price when price hits that area. Now, why would I say that the buyers came into the market in SoFi? Because of what happened on November the 9th. Look at the volume that came into the market in SoFi on November the 9th. Would you agree that it actually stands out at you that something occurred into the market in SoFi on November the 9th? When you look at that volume and you combine it with the price action of the price bar, what does it mean? Does it mean that the market became buyers? That's what it looks like to me. Because the market in SoFi on November the 9th did not close on the low. If you saw that much volume come in on one day, you would expect that the market would continue to go lower, but instead it held our area support of 650. See, this is how you become an investigator in the price charts. Someone in SoFi came and bought a whole lot of the stock on November the 9th. Okay, cool. You might say, well, how do you do all that? Well, check this out. There's even more evidence to prove to you that this is where buyers are hitting the market in SoFi. Where is the next trading day that you see an immense amount of volume? Do you see it? Would you agree that is this one? This is when the earnings was released in SoFi. Why was the volume so high? And then we look at the price bar, look at the spread, look at where the market closed. Inevitably, you would be thinking, man, this market's about to crash in SoFi, right? That's what you would be thinking. It took that much energy, that much volume to move the market in SoFi from a high of $7.88 just down to a low of $6.68. That was it. So all of that volume was only able to move price that much. And then on top of that, look at the price action the next day. If it was mostly selling, then the market in SoFi would not go up. It would not go up, but it did. That confirms that there's someone, I don't know who it is. It may be Kathy Woods. It may be Warren Buffett. I don't care for who it is. All I care. But if that's what they're showing us, then it tells you that this is what you need to be doing as well. Because charts don't lie. This is where the buyers are. This is the buyer zone, right? Every time the price comes within this zone, the market reacts and it goes back up. As long as that happens, the market in SoFi is going to continue to do one of two things. The first thing it will continue to do is continue to bounce and consolidate. That's one thing. Second thing it would do is that it will continue to go up, either or. But this is the area to tell you whether or not those buyers are still here. They'll put their money on the line every time the price comes within the zone, which is what we identified on our prior video right here with support being around 650. It's not rocket science. So let's see this on a different time frame real quick, because I actually think that this is where the buyers are. Now, I'm not saying that this is an automatic fact for us to go in and buy it too. I need a little bit more conviction. I need them to put a little bit more money down in that zone to convince us that this market is still, or it's becoming bullish, because I really don't see that yet. This downtrend line is definitely strong, right? And it's going to take a little bit more price action, in my opinion, in order for that to eradicate itself, this downtrend. But it does look like the beginning stages of that's what's happening. Here it is on the 3-day chart, right? Take a look at SoFi on the 5. SoFi on the weekly. Can you kind of see now that, yes, we can see the initial stages of buyers trying to hold price, but then when you look at SoFi on this weekly chart, we saw a fantastic week the week before. This final week, market came all the way back down to that area. Those sellers are trying to test the buyers in the zone. They're trying to see if they really want to buy the stock. And if those buyers in this zone get tired or they run out of money, then these sellers which currently control the price in SoFi is going to crash the market below 650, and we may see it come all the way back down to 6 or lower. This is what the weekly chart currently is reflecting. Here it is on the 2 weeks. To get it on the same idea, it pretty much look identical to the 1 week. Take a look at SoFi on the 3 weeks. Now this is where we need to talk, because like I told you earlier in the video, yes, we can see that buyers are currently hitting this zone. But then when you look at the 3 weeks chart, does that look bullish to you right now? This is where timing really becomes important, because I'm here to tell you, even on the 3 weeks, the market doesn't look bullish. It looks like the sellers are going to be successful in taking out the buyers around this zone. What about on the 5? Because the 5 weekly and the 3 weekly chart, the price bar is finished printing. We cannot go back and readjust it. It is final. It is forever etched in stone. The 3 weeks and the 5 weekly chart. So you tell me, are we bullish or bearish on these two time frames? Because it looks bearish to me. Given all of the current information that we have at our disposal, the market's still trending down. Price getting rejected on the downtrend line numerous times. We saw other indicators of weakness on the daily time frame, and now the 3 and the 5 weekly chart all reflects that the chart is still weak. This is where people get caught up and mixed about, okay, where price and SoFi go next. Here it is on the 330 minute chart. This is where the buyers hit the market right here, right there. Okay, so that's cool, that's fine, right? But how high do you think the market's going to go from here? That's the 330 minute chart. Here it is on the 3 hour chart. You see this? Do you see how, yes, the stoppage of price selling occurred? That's about it. Because the buyers did not take this area out above. You can see it's still acting like a lid. The market buyers were trying to hit this area above $7, but they couldn't even do it throughout the day of the trading on Friday. They couldn't do it. So we may see a small move to the upside in SoFi. But to me, I'm not going to be tricked or convinced that this market is massively bullish yet. I need to see more of this buying. I need to see those buyers continue to hold price in the zone. So we may see a small move up here to get rejected in this downtrend again, and then the market in SoFi will completely go lower. We could see that. But it's a longer term chart that as well that is making me say, I cannot look for that market to be that bullish yet. Okay, so let me go ahead and extend this down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and extend this line a little bit further. I'm going to extend this support line over, because this is what I'm looking forward to. So I'm not going to change my price prediction. Hopefully you all can see what we're talking about in terms of understanding, okay, where are the buyers? Where are the sellers? Who's controlling the price? Where are they buying? Where are they selling? That will give you an immense amount of information on how you should view the market and what's about to happen next. Because I'm here to tell you right now, as long as SoFi holds this zone, the market is still bullish. I would be expecting that to happen. But if I see over the upcoming trading days in SoFi that the market is kind of holding the zone, right? We saw the market run up one day and is making lower highs. It kind of makes another pop, another small pop, like the buyers are getting tired. That would definitely tell you that the market is about to crack below the zone, 650. So give me your thoughts. I'm actually finished. I'm not going to change it. Give me your thoughts about SoFi. Where do you think it's going to go? Do you think insiders are actually selling the stock? Who in the world do you think is trying to sell and offload their SoFi into the market? Because it's somebody. I just don't know who. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.